Hello friends, Namaskar. Today we are going to see how to change the background color of any element you want. But this is very simple. You have done it lots of times. This time it is different what I am telling about that. I want to change the background color of any element on the choice of the user. Whichever the color entered by the user, on that choice of the user, I want to change the color on the runtime on running website. So let's see how to do it. This is Visual Studio where I'm going to create this project, or you can say HTML file. You can create it on any editor, on Notepad, Notepad++, Dreamweaver, Visual Studio, Eclipse, anywhere you can create this project, any editor. So first click on file and new. I'm not creating the project, I am creating simple file. I am going to create HTML page. So selecting HTML, open. So this is my HTML page. This is body. As I have told you that we are going to take a choice as a color from the user. So how the user will enter the color name? It is very obvious to have a text box. So I am taking a input type text. ID. This is very important. Whenever you create any element, give the ID first, because when you apply any event on this, any running behavior on this element, then ID will be required there, and name it appropriate. So I'm naming it a color name. I'm taking the color name in this box from the user, and after this I'm taking a button. When the user input the color, after that color will be submitted, and type submit or button, you can take it, this input type button and this type also. ID color submit. Now I'm going to save this, name the file. I'm naming it color picker and save. So first we run to see this. There is a text box and there is a button. So on the button we have to write the text. So for this you can write here between the end tag and the starting tag. This is the starting tag and this is the end tag. Save it, go refresh it, submit color. Now we should put the elements in proper manner on the page. So I'm going to create a table here. And here is tr, means table row. I'm creating 2 rows, 2 columns. And here is also 2 columns. I am going to put this text box in first row, second column, and this button in second row. First column I'm writing here color name. Okay, now save it and see what happened. Now also we can put all these in field set. And field set always required legend in HTML5. So I write here color picker. Now this will be more presentable. Okay, that is the simple HTML work. HTML used for data presentation. So we have presented the data. Now we want user will write here color and submit button, and the color of page will be changed. So to do this we need to have a language. So there is a very compatible language with HTML is JavaScript, scripting language. So I am going to do this task with the help of JavaScript. So where we can write the script in this page, we can write it in head section or in body section also, or in different file also, different .js file. I am writing here in this. This is not so big code, so I am writing it here, not in different file. What you have to do, write here script. If you don't know JavaScript, what is JavaScript, how it works, we have our tutorial of JavaScript. You can watch that to understand JavaScript. So in this script tag, what I am going to do, create a function. You know everything in programming, the behavior applies by the function. So what behavior we need to change the color at runtime? So this behavior we have to apply by the function. So I am creating the function here with function keyword. Any name you want to name it. Change BG color at runtime. Brushes. So now what is the next to do? When user click on this button, this is the button. We will take that color what entered in this text box by the user, pass that color by the button, or submit that color, you can say, by this button, and send that color to this function to apply that. Okay, on every button there is an event, on click event. We will take help of that on click event. So on that button we want to pass that input color. If you know the simple programming aspects, then you simply know that when you pass any value to the function, then you need to have the parameters in the function parenthesis. So I am creating here the parameter. This is the simple variable. Now when we call this function, the color will be passed in this parameter. Okay, so I am calling that function. What is the function name? Change. the function what we have created is showing here. Okay, this is the intelligence. You know the parenthesis we have to put here. As we write here parenthesis, then you can see this variable name, color variable name. So how to take that color from that text box? With the help of writing some JavaScript here. Document dot get element by id, this is the function, so you have to write here parenthesis. As I have entered first parenthesis, then you can see here string element id, means what is the element? This is the element input text box. From this text box we are going to take color. So copy this, control C, dot value, and close it. In the onClick function we have invoked this function change background color at runtime and pass this color from this short simple code. Document.get element by id, we have taken that color from this text box and passed to this. This is very simple code. I am pushing this to in next line, so can we see easily. This is the button. Control A, Control K, D to align proper. Now we have color in our function. So what to do now? Document dot body, you want to change the color of body. If you want to change the color of paragraph or any element, document dot get element by id and write that element id which you want to change the color. Write the element id here and dot value. So this will apply on that element. Writing a body dot style, when I'm changing the color of body, so we have to take the help of the style css. Style dot background is equal to color. This is the variable. Very simple code. The color we have taken from the text box, passed to the function, and here that color assigned to that background of the body. Save it, run the program. Now in this text box I am writing the color red and submit color. Simple. Now here is a requirement or problem or issue. You can, if I am writing here orange, if the user writes here any name with wrong spelling, then it will not change. I am writing here the color GREN and now submit, it will not change because the spelling is wrong. When I write the perfect spelling, it will change. So that is the issue. Now I am increasing the efficiency of our code. How do we do it? If you write here HTML color code cannot be wrong. If you want to know the color signs of HTML, there is a video in CSS playlist that is very useful to you. If user have any color code and he want to that specific color, and when it is not possible that code has any name, specific name, what you see, this is orange, and what is this, what is this, what is this, light one, light one, light one, so you cannot name it. Okay, but the code is different for every color, every small difference of color. So I'm going to take the input of color code also. So as we have created a one row, I'm increasing one row again and I name it color code. What I have changed, we have created one more text box, color name and color code. What we are going to do, you have to understand carefully. If user enter the color name here, that color name should be submitted. If user enter the code here, then that code will be submitted. When user enter the code, then it should be empty. So this condition we have to check in JavaScript. In this code, you can understand very easily that when user click on this button, this function will be called. After that, that color name will be passed. Means here is the key you can understand. I want to pass here one thing more, that color code. So I am putting here a comma and passing the color code. But how we pass the color code? As like we have passed the color name. But before this, in which variable we will pass the color? So we have to create a variable first. Color code. I name it color code. Now this function has two variables. One is color and second is color code. Now in this variable, I am passing the code as like we have put that comma. After that comma, I am pasting the code again here, the same code. Now what I have to write here? This text box id. I'm going to push this code in next line. Okay. By the second parameter, I am passing the color code. Color code will be entered in this text box. So now I have written the id of this text box. Now you can see we have passed both color name and color code in this function. In both variables, we have passed both things. To handle the both things, I am creating a condition. If color code means this variable, if this variable is empty. I am checking the condition that if user has not entered anything in that color code, that is the variable, but in this variable the value is coming from that text box. So if that text box is empty, then that variable is empty. When that variable is empty, so what I am going to do here is this: if the color code is empty, then applying the color name, and else you can put here else. If color code is not empty, means this variable is populated, then that color code will be applied on that background. This is our function, the two variables. One condition: if color code variable is empty, means this text box is empty, then color name will be applied, else color code will be applied. Control S. Now I am putting here any color, red, and submit color. If I don't know the color name and I am going to put here any code, 6-digit code, and submit the color, this is the color, black. So this is simple system we have created to apply the color. So friends, if if you have any confusion in this code, please comment down. And if you want any solution of HTML, C#, C, C++, if you have any query, then please comment down. And if you found this video is useful, then please leave a like, and please don't forget to subscribe the channel, because it is very useful to get updated from the new videos. Thank you friends, thank you for watching. See you, bye bye.